Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make orchestral drill samples for like Pop Smoke. And I wish I could drop this on Wednesday, so it would be Woo Back Wednesday, but you know, it could be Woo Back Monday. But yeah, before we get into it, you know what I'm saying, go follow me on social media. As always, tap in with me, but let's get it. So I'm just going to break down how I made this melody, and let's just start with the first thing that I started with. I'm basically playing a D flat minor chord, but what I did is I made it like... So I kind of arpeggiated it like that, and I'm playing over here the 6th and then the 9th. These are like what gives it the like dark, really colored. These are really the color notes. And then after I applied all the effects to it, this is what it sounds like. So yeah, it's a really good bass melody that's kind of just dark and sits there nicely. And the thing with orchestral melodies, especially for drill, you don't want it to be like too complex. You just want to, you can honestly pick one chord. In this case, I just did the D flat minor. It's more important to have good layers and orchestration than like have a really complex chord progression, because you want it to be kind of simple and like ambient more. So then next I basically layer that with like this bell. And it's playing the exact same chord progression. Yeah, so basically when you're layering sounds, it's important to consider what frequencies they're at, because like you don't want them to be in the same frequency space, otherwise they'll clash. So on my keys, I EQ'd out a lot of the high end, and then for my bells, see that I have, you know, the high end still there. I just did like some mid EQ and like low cutting it. You have to like craft the frequencies to make it fit together. It's like a puzzle almost. So next I added this guitar, which really brought out the rhythm and kind of gave it that drill feel. I wasn't really going for anything in specific until I put this guitar down. So in these melodies, it's more kind of like ambient. It's more like just providing the foundation for the chords. But then you also have to have melodies in certain sections that are kind of rhythmic, that provide like a groove. In most melodies, you have to have like an element that provides a cool rhythm. So this is what the guitar did. So the guitar really flows well with the other melodies. It kind of blends in really well. I also mixed it to just kind of sit nicely in there, but alone, this is what it sounds like. So it's a really cool, like, arpeggiated kind of feeling.
Bitch, I'm never like it when I'm mistaken.
Woo back, babe. Woo back, babe.
Baby, welcome to the pod. I'ma tell Molly to stay in the lead. That's why I'm moving retard.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like, man, I miss Pop. RIP. So next I added 3 classic like layers of orchestral elements, and one of them is like the string, and I used expand for this because it has a lot of cool sounds. But basically it's literally one note, which means that you don't have to complicate anything. You don't want any single pattern to be too complex. It's more like just adding simple shit on top of each other that kind of builds into a really complex sound. And then at the end, as you can see, I went over here into my channel pitch, and I actually did this on my MIDI keyboard. But if you don't have a pitch wheel on your MIDI keyboard, you can just do it over here. That kind of makes it kind of suspenseful because it's like lowering it down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really cool, like cool texture. Then my 2 next texture elements are really important because these are like super orchestral things. I added a timpani, so it's basically like a really melodic kind of drum sound. You know, some Indiana Jones, Star Wars type shit. Just make it emphasize like the rhythm. Next, I put this shaker loop, and then this is what it sounds like. This is also heavily EQ'd and stuff, because without the effects, this is what it sounds like. But with the effects, it's really in the background. You know, it's another texture that I just wanted to fill out some of that high end. Next, I replaced the guitar with this trombone pattern, which really gave it a different vibe. Just some pretty crazy shit. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the different layers that I used, and then I arranged it in this way. So when I send out the melody, there's a lot of different sections that the producer can work with. But yeah, I'll play you guys the final melody in a sec. But if you guys thought this video was helpful, you know, comment below what you thought of it, give it a like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.